hearing with the league last?
Not long. It was a quick call. Find out later today, I think. They still had to do the other one, so yeah, wait and see.
So what were you thinking?
Not a lot. I mean, things were getting heated there at the end. I know how, I'm not ignorant to the fact of how it looks in real time, but, if you slow it down, I did start lower, and as he started to bring his hands up, it kind of redirected my stick a little higher. I know how it looks. I never intended to hit him in the face. I've never cross-checked anyone in the face in my whole career, so, I was talking to him at the red line after. It seemed to be okay, so, I don't want to hit a guy in the face like that. And it was unfortunate that it ended up that way, and glad he's okay.
Well, when a player is coming at you like that, Bouchard is coming at you with some intent, you've got to do something, right?
Yeah, I don't think he had much intent.
Okay.
the way he was skating at me. At the same, thank you. at the same time, like you said, not sure what's going to happen there. So, it was probably a little aggressive, but it was heated at the end of a good hockey game. There's other stuff going on too. It was just it was a good battle at the end. Like I said, I don't want to get my stick up that high. And good, it's good. Everyone's fine.
What's your history? You had the Armia hit, right? You got
clean hit.
But you got suspended, didn't you?
No.
There was no hit. Do you have it?
And fight Joel Edmondson.
Yeah.
There you go. So have you been suspended?
Yeah, a long time ago. Honestly, I can't remember what year.
Tyler, can you give us the pulse of the team right now? We chatted with Patrick kind of a little middle season meeting with him, and we talked about the fact that when you guys are healthy and when you guys are playing well, you're a good hockey team, but then, there's been the inconsistency. What's the temperature of the room like in here with everything that's been going on?
Well, when we take a look at the way we were last game, the way we were in the dressing room last game, that's how we, that's the level we want to get to more consistently. You touched on it. I think we've brought that level, a lot this year, but we haven't brought it enough. And we have these ebbs and flows of, good games and then slipping for one or two, and then coming back up. And we got to find a way to, sustain that level of commitment. Realizing the type of game we have to play to stay more consistent. But the way it felt last game, we have to take that feeling and carry it on. We don't want to just keep raising and falling here. So it's working on that consistency, coming together as a group, talking about it, and trying to get to that more often.
With all the noise that's swirling outside in the trade rooms, do you guys insulate yourself? Does it bring this group tighter together? Does it maybe bring about more focus, or does it become a distraction?
During my time in Vancouver, there's rumors all the time. So, maybe more than usual right now. But we've all dealt with this before. For us, it's what happens in this room right here. We're not too worried about what's being talked about or what may or may not happen. We got to come together as a group and bring that level like we did last game.
Has your role changed in the room? Users out or
Mine?
Yeah, to be more vocal in the room.
I would say I'm pretty much the same, whether guys in or out of the room. I don't think guys have to change too much. I certainly when guys are out of the lineup, in and out of the lineup, you want to step up in certain ways, step up on the ice. But sometimes stepping up on the ice is just doing your job and almost being unnoticeable. We've talked about that as a group of knowing your role and just playing your role and doing your job. And sometimes that's stepping up.
The Sabres, obviously. Probably hard to believe that they've missed the playoffs for 13 seasons in a row. That's a modern league record, but they've won 3 of 5, 6 in the last 11. They have to guard against Toronto.
They have a lot of good players. you know, whatever their record is, I think we were having a conversation this last week that the parity in the league is more evident now than I can ever remember. So anybody can beat anyone on any given night. You have to be ready for each game, and like you said, they seem to be playing well as recently. So we just have to be ready. We have to be ready to focus on our game and how we want to play.
You left them and they couldn't make the playoffs. So that's good.
Thank you.
One more question about the hearing. Is it, like, when it goes down, did you say, hey, listen, guilty as charged, here's what transpired? Like, how does it play out?
Well, I think for me, like I said, I know how it looks, especially in real time. But for me, what I talked about was my intent. I didn't intend to hit him in the face. I have a video. When you slow it down, it starts lower, and then my stick gets redirected. But I know it happens fast. I know the way it looks. But it's just explaining that wasn't my intention, and we'll see what happens.